Ben Robert Smith launched this civil case, this defamation case. We were the people on trial. We were the defendants, and he was saying that we had lied about him and made up things. It's found out to be false, and our truth defence has triumphed. The civil judge has found that on the balance of probabilities, more likely than not, the evidence shows that Ben Robert Smith engaged in war crime. Much of the time I thought we were going to lose, and what made me so upset was not that we were going to lose because we were wrong. We knew we were right from day dot. We knew what had happened. We knew Ben Robert Smith was what we said he was. What was upsetting was that despite that, he was going to win because he had money and power and influence and was prepared to lie and abuse the court process and exploit pockets of the media willing to run his lines, to play dirty pool. He was prepared to do anything to win. And my concern that was going to happen was not just went for weeks and months, but for years. And until the court delivered its judgment and you could finally breathe out, that fear remained. There's a sense of immense relief, but at the end of the day, it's terribly sad. The truth we fought to tell has been established. It's an ugly truth. A man that was put on a pedestal as the face of modern Australia, the noble image of a soldier at war, is a liar, is a war criminal. A man who was said to be an exemplar of what it was and what it is to be in the Australian military is a common, ugly murderer. There are people in Afghanistan who have lost loved ones who will probably never see proper, complete justice. This is little solace for them. But there are lives ruined in the SAS, the men who stood up to Ben Robert Smith, who were bullied and bastardised, the men who had to endure the trauma of witnessing or sometimes participating in war crimes at Ben Robert Smith's command. If we'd lost this case, given all that we knew about what Ben Robert Smith had really done and all the evidence we marshalled, if we lost this case, basically it would have set a precedent that difficult investigative journalism can't be done or can only be done with great caution in Australia. It would have set back good investigative journalism immeasurably. It would have ensured that newsrooms around the country didn't take on the hard story. So what now? Sure, it is now the job of our investigative agencies, the Federal Police, the Office of the Special Investigator and the Commonwealth Director of Public Prosecutions to analyse all the evidence that came forward in this trial, to conduct their own investigations. We know they're conducting many investigations behind the scenes as we speak, but to see if they can bring Ben Robert Smith to account before the criminal justice system. Australians should expect that these questions will be asked fairly and fearlessly. The AFP have been investigating Ben Robert Smith since mid-2018, so many years have passed and no resolution, be it a charge or a decision not to charge. The resolution of our case really shows that that must happen. And now he's increased the likelihood that he's going to be criminally charged immeasurably. That's all he's doing, and it's an extraordinary set of circumstances. One of the most foolhardy, brazen and arrogant things I think that's ever been done in the history of Australia's legal system.